So we're doing legs, okay? How many leg sessions have we got? 3 more, innit? So every one counts. We'll do some quads today in this gym. And the reason why we come here is because there's aircon and it's nice, and there's some good machines here, better on the knees. So when we train in Muscle Factory, the machines are not that for legs. And I can't afford to have an injury right now.
So with this, I actually like to put the seat a little bit further back, like this, because I find it hits it hits the middle of the quad right up to the. When you're getting on stage, there's not many people that have the cuts all the way to the hip, so I always do these first. Nice 2-second squeeze at the top, you'll feel it right up here. I want to take advantage of the leg extension because there's no other leg movement that focuses on the shorter range at the top like this, where you can hold it and really contract it. So take advantage of that. First work is there. Now we've warmed the knees up a little bit, we can get into the work sets. Did you move the seat or not? Okay. I always like to go a little bit higher reps on legs, especially with the leg extension. I don't see the point in doing like 6 to 8. So anywhere from 12 to 15 to 20 on this is probably going to be the best, for me personally. Let's go. 2, yeah, felt good. The only problem with this machine is I don't feel like I can go back further enough with my legs, but it feels good. Nice. Do you know what I mean? Like the range of motion, I don't know why I don't know. Oh, yes. Oh. Yeah, have some details in. Yep. Nice. Yep. Squeeze. Good.
Beautiful.
We'll do one more set. I think we'll drop set. Yeah, we'll do like a triple drop set. You want to do a triple drop set? Alright, triple drop set. So this is the heaviest the machine goes, so we can't put any more weight on. It's pretty easy, so we're going to just increase the intensity by doing a triple drop set.
Yeah, and that's what we do. You know, if you can't progress in your lift, use an intensifier, because you know, maxing out the machine, what you're meant to do. You know what you can do. Intensifier. It could have been a cluster set, a drop set. Ideally, I like to do drop sets on a leg press, leg extension, and you get that blood in there. So anything we do next probably won't need to go as heavy to get the same resistance, because we've got a lot of blood in there. And everything you do, kind of safer to do that way. Then you won't be doing maxing out so much weight, but you're going to get the same out of it by a little bit less weight in compound movements.
You've got to think as well, like we're bodybuilding, we're not powerlifting, we're still going heavy, but like when you focus on bodybuilding, it's not always just about the weight, right? Yeah. So pre-exhausting the quads is always a good option to try. And like even with chest, you could do like flies first before you do your press.
Yeah. I always like to get the blood in there, fatigue it a little bit. Like I say, we're not weight lifters, we're body builders. Yeah. It's the difference. Sure. Let's go. One more. Good.
straight in.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking of doing as well is I'm pointing my toes towards my head. And again, that's going to hit the top of the thighs.
Squeeze.
Last one. Oh, my legs are on fire. But I love it. Let's go. Oh. Oh. It burns. If you've not tried a triple drop set on these, then try it because it fucks you up. I think it's with this machine, just go down like otherwise.
So, eight, 15, 12, 10. I do wide stance. Okay, so for me, Smith squat is what built my legs. And for me, to try to get that outer sweep, I put my legs a little bit wide stance. Not too wide, so you didn't all glute, but not too narrow. Because you'll see some people squat like this, okay? And that's good, but what you'll find is it just does the front area. So for me, get the sweep and that illusion, okay, on stage, you want the illusion of your leg looking bigger, and the only way you can do that is by doing the sides. So for me, I put my legs a little bit wider, and I keep the contraction on the outer sweep. So as you go down, lock out. Don't lock out completely. You're gonna take tension away, and you get a bit more on your knee. So you want always constant time under tension. And what you'll find is it's just pushing more and more blood into that side of your leg, the sweep. And the bigger your sweep, the bigger your legs are gonna look. You want that illusion of bigger legs. And you may measure the same as somebody next to you, but if you have that illusion of the side sweep bigger than the front on stage visually, you're gonna have better legs. It's not about, bodybuilding is not just about doing squats, it's about thinking, how can I make my physique look bigger, more rounder, and more complete? What can I do to achieve that goal? So you really got to look at machines, look at angles, feel what's going on, stick to something for long enough to see the result. And for me, in the first few years of doing legs, building up my legs, I've always done wide stance Smith. And like I say, I could have the same measurement leg as somebody on stage if you was to measure it this way, but they just look bigger. Go, easy way.
Mine's a bit more narrow. How many was that? See, my stance is a lot different to Jason's. I like to favour a more closer stance. For me, it just feels a lot better for my quads. It's the way I've always done it, and you know, my legs have grown pretty well from doing that. Now and again, I will go wide just to change things up. I feel like I want to hit a little bit more inner thigh, a little more glute. I'll go wide, but majority of the time I like to go narrow.
And the only reason I like to do this, the reason why I do it, is because I will use next a machine that is closer.
Yeah.
So where he's trying to target this area, I will next do like a V squat or a leg press or a hack squat, and that will be closer leg. So for me, I know that I don't want to do the same type of movement in everything that I do. If I did narrow stance here, and then narrow stance on the hack, it's basically the same thing. So I get where he's coming from, and he believes in what he does, But this is what makes bodybuilding interesting, because we can't all think the same, we can't all do the same.
No, and there's no one way.
There's no one way is the best way.
Yeah, everybody's different, everything works different for everyone, so no, don't think that just because I'm going narrow, you have to go narrow, you have to go wide.
Yeah.
Like, find a stance that you really love, find a stance that you're strong in,
yeah.
and find a stance that feels really good for the quads.
Yeah.
Whether that's narrow or wide, whatever. But then if you do wide on this, when you're on the leg press, go narrow. You know, if you go narrow on this, when you want to leg press, go wide.
Yeah.
Like Jason said, don't do the same stance on every single movement.
Yeah, because you might as well just do the same thing over and over again. We're trying to hit different parts of the quad. You know, you need to body build, you need to isolate and hit different parts, not just do the same thing over and over with different machines. And another thing you want to think is, how tall are you? The mechanics of your body. Me and Dan are not that tall. We're like 5'7", 5'8", right? We're not tall people. So for me and him, doing certain movements are going to feel really good. Somebody with longer limbs, they don't go well with squatting. I found a lot of tall people don't like squatting because they're just not built for it. They've got bandy legs
And like, you don't have to squat to build big legs.
No.
You know, there's so many machines out there these days, a pendulum squat, hack squat, V squat, all these machines are really, really good.
Yeah.
So don't think that you have to squat. But for me personally, I think the squat is the king of
it's numero uno, yeah. But you know, if you do start to have injury, you do start to have niggles, try something different. Like I say, there is no best way to do anything. People always go, what's the best way to build legs? What's the best this? What's the best that? There is no best anything, it's what works for you. Right, can put another bit of weight up.
9, 5, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, you can see we squat differently, but also Jason's chose to use the old school knee wrap style.
Because I've got old man knees.
Yeah, I've chose to go with the knee sleeves. And again, it's not like right or wrong, you know, whatever you feel best. For me, I've only just started using these, and I just find it a lot easier because I just put them on.
In and out, yeah.
Yeah, I put them on and they're on for the whole session then. I don't have to fuck about wrapping. But again, you know.
For me, they don't do much.
Yeah.
They don't do much for me. I need a lot of support. You know, I'm 40 years old, I've got 40-year-old knees.
How old?
Yeah.
Shit.
And I was a plumber for years as well. And as anyone knows at home, if you're a plumber, you'll end up with bad knees.
I was a plasterer.
Yeah.
I was
but you're on using your arms more, your shoulders. Me, I'm just on my knees. But I did that a long time ago. But I did it for 10 years, so it has had some effect on my knees. And for years, this is where I made a mistake. This is why you should wear knee straps. Because till I got to like 33, 32, I didn't even use them. And I was squatting 300 kg, you know, and I was like, I don't need these straps, I'm fine. 5, 6 years later, I wish I didn't make that mistake. So don't be an idiot like me. Use knee straps, even if you're young, because when you get to my age, your knees will be in better condition. So take my advice, wear knee straps, bro, because it's gonna save you a lot of agony and a lot of pain as you get older. And you don't want something hindering your progress, like knee problems. So wear some straps, man. Invest. They're only 15, 20 quid. I'll be a tight ass.
Need to borrow it out.
Yeah. Yes. 1, let's go. 2, come on. 3, 4, 5.
It's been a while since I've squatted, you know. I had an injury for a little while, tore my adductor, so I'm just kind of building back up to the weight that I was. Sometimes psychologically it's hard work when you've had an injury to get back up to the weight that you used to do. You've got to just, you know, it's psychologically, you've also got to be smart. You can't just rush into things again. Now, because I squatted a little bit narrower, I'm going to do a bit more of a wider stance on this, again just to switch things up a little bit. And where you put your feet on this does matter. I mean, if you're putting your feet at the bottom like this, then you're going to put a lot more stress on the quads, right? Again, if you open it up like this, you're going to hit a lot more adductor. What I'm going to hit. Always nice and controlled on the way down. The 3 to 4 seconds, I like slight pause at the bottom and power back up.
Let's go. Yeah. You do get ego boost off these fours, and then when they're gone, it's like, oh, it's dead.
Fucking great. I wouldn't
No one would come to me.
I wouldn't
This
want.
guy's an arsehole.
I wouldn't want my focus on the whole thing fucking thing. Work it now.
So, doing this is a male movement too. If you want the inside of your leg to look good and you want the leg to look fully developed, then you need to do this. Guys, you might see this in the gym and you might think it's a girl movement, but trust me, you need to do this for legs. Whether you're competing or not, to get that full development in your leg, you need to be doing this movement, okay? Make sure you squeeze on the contraction. Slow down the movement, don't rush it like you're trying to fly with your wing. Take your time.
So the last exercise, the adductor machine. I always like to start on this or finish on this. Today we're finishing on it. And again, this is going to hit the inner thighs. For years I did not do this movement because I thought it was for women, right? But then I noticed that the inner thigh was lacking. So as soon as I started implementing these, my legs looked twice as big because I was working the inner thigh, which a lot of people neglect. Trying to get out the fucking machine when you're fucked, when your legs are smashed. It's hard to get out.